tough one on Saturday, but maybe just after a couple days, what's been the takeaway from a tough game like that?
I mean, we just got to compete for the full 40. Like, we was a step behind in that game, as y'all can see. So, just competing for a full 40.
Is that frustrating coming off of the game Tuesday night, where it seemed like defensive intensity was very much there?
Yeah, it was. It's like Kansas State, we had it. We was on it. And it felt like we lost a step at UCF. So, yeah, it's very frustrating. You don't want to, take a step back. You always want to keep taking a step forward.
Have you been able to put your finger on why there have been those inconsistencies?
I couldn't tell you. If I had to answer, I promise you we would have came out how we did against Kansas State, but couldn't tell you.
What maybe needs to be done in terms of trying to get to that consistency that you guys are?
I think just locking in more, like having more intentionality, being more focused in practice, just having that seriousness from game 1 to game 2.
How nice was it for you personally to get going on the scoreboard a little bit on Saturday?
Yeah, it feels good to hit a couple shots, get back to what I do, so it feels good.
What's your impression of this BYU team coming here tomorrow?
Well, I know them a lot, played them 3 years in a row, so they can shoot. They run great offense, so we're going to have to be on it on defense, obviously.
How much do you guys talk about how big of an opportunity this is just because BYU, I think they're 7th in the net ratings and all that?
We don't really talk about that, but, it's just more of going out there and getting the win. As the Big 12, every game's a big game, so we just focus on getting that win.
As players, do you discuss struggles like this, slumps like this, or do you try not to talk about it too much?
You discuss it. Like, you obviously look at the film, see what you can do better, and then obviously you got to flip your focus right away and get to how you could beat this next team. So, yeah, you discuss it a little bit, watch the film, how you could get better, and then just focus on how you're going to beat the next team.
A lot of people talk about one of the best things about this conference is that if you lose one, you have another opportunity right next to get a big win.
Yeah, so that's like I just said, like in the Big 12, it's a game every night. So you lost one, you can come the next game and bounce back.
What specifically you guys talked about or seen on film on the offensive side that you think you guys can improve on?
Just ball movement, moving it, spacing, passing, giving yourself up, things like that.
Having dropped the last 2 at home, is there kind of a sense of urgency to make these 2 count this week?
Yeah, of course. Coach talks about we always bounce back when our back's against the wall, so it's very important to get this win tomorrow.
Is it crazy to think that from where you guys are in the standings, kind of 2 games separate you from the top of the standings and then 2 games separate you from the bottom, just like how tightly packed the Big 12 is right now?
I didn't even know that. You see, that just shows you how good this league is. So we could turn it around just like that in the second half of the league.